Hey guys, so this one right here is the new Poco X7 Pro, which is just a great little smartphone that you can already get for just 370 euros over here in Germany. And you can get this phone in 3 different colors. Now there is this all black version, but you can also grab it in this special Iron Man edition. And then there's also a green and a typical yellow and black edition. So today we will check out everything this phone has to offer, but first up, the unboxing. So as you can see, we get that normal black and yellow box, but the Iron Man edition comes with a special box. So in here, the first thing is the smartphone itself. As you can see, I have the black version, but as I already mentioned, you can get different colors as well. Inside of the box, we will find a matte black silicone case, SIM pin, there's a whole lot of paper stuff, and of course a USB Type-C cable. Design-wise, the Poco X7 Pro is basically split in half on the back side. On the right side, you have a black grayish dotted style, and the left side is just black. But on this shiny plastic backside, you will definitely see all of your fingerprints, and that means on both sides. As you can see, we have a dual camera with a 15 megapixel main camera, and we got an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle shooter. And then you can shoot videos in 4K resolution and 60 FPS, but more to that later on in the video. So we have a matte black plastic frame and a 6.67 inch display, which is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, which is probably the best that you can get right now for the display protection. Just sapphire crystal glass can compete with that. This phone is IP68 dust and water resistant, and you have a dual SIM card tray on the bottom end of your smartphone. So as I mentioned, you got a 6.67 inch AMOLED display with Dolby Vision, HDR10 Plus, a peak brightness of 3200 nits, which is decent, and you have a refresh rate of 120 Hz, and like always, you can trim this down to just 60 Hz if you want to. You also got a whole bunch of extra display features, like you can change the color scheme, there's a reading mode, and the AI image engine. With this one, you can enable the super resolution, which upscales the resolution of your videos. You have AI HDR enhancement, which brings out more detail in the lighter and darker areas of your videos. And lastly, there is the MEMC, which adds more frames to your videos. As for the video experience itself, this one is just as good as on most other smartphones with an AMOLED display. The colors look great, you have good contrast, and even in direct sunlight, you can still see everything on your display. The audio is also pretty good. You have a stereo speaker setup with Dolby Atmos, an equalizer, and some additional audio settings. The Poco X7 Pro does get loud, and the quality is good as well. Even with the max volume, you will still get a clear sound. Next up, we got the battery life, and this one is just great. We got a large 6000 mAh battery with 90 watts hypercharge. That means in just 40 minutes you can fully charge this phone, which is lightning fast. Also in my test, this phone lasts up to 20 hours on continuous video streaming, and you can play games non-stop for about 8 hours. So let's get over to the HyperOS 2 and some of the features. And first you need to know that you can get this phone with either 256 or 512 gigs of internal storage and 12 or 8 gigs of RAM. Now I have the larger version with 512 gigs of internal storage, but 47 gigs are already used up by the system, which is just the most I have ever seen on a smartphone. Now this phone comes with a fingerprint sensor and a face detection, and both seem to work pretty good, even if you have some wet fingers or if they are greasy. So there we have it. Now as for the fingerprint sensor, you also have a few different effect styles. There's a normal circle animation, but you can have a swirl, an explosion, and a few more animations. Now one thing I don't really like about the smartphone is that we have a whole lot of pre-installed apps on here. Like you got a whole lot of games on here, some shopping apps and more. But gladly we can get rid of them with just one single tap. The Poco X7 Pro comes with quite a few AI features. You have the AI Eraser Pro, which can easily remove unwanted objects, people, or even some elements from your photos. This one is just like the Magic Eraser tool from Google. You have AI image expansion, which can make your pictures bigger. Then you have AI subtitles, which instantly recognize and translate a wide range of supported languages for you. And there is the AI interpreter, which can translate conversations in real time during a face-to-face interaction, during your phone calls or meetings. Some more AI features that you can expect is the AI proofreading, which is pretty much self-explaining. You got AI summary, which quickly creates summaries of long text with key points for you. And then you have a whole lot of normal stuff, like you got the normal gesture controls to take a screenshot or to turn on the torch. You have floating windows, a second space in case you share your smartphone with somebody. You can check your heart rate with this phone, and you have the usual safety and emergency features. So actually a whole lot of features that you will find on here, and those are not even all of them. By the way, if you like my content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. You will also find the link to the smartphone down below in the description. Now, as for the performance, the Poco X7 Pro runs on the MediaTek Dimensity 8400 Ultra chipset with either 8 or 12 gigs of RAM. The everyday performance is just super smooth. HyperOS 2 runs rather well, and I got great news for gamers because a lot of games like Genshin Impact will play with a pretty solid frame rate even if you boost up the graphics settings to about 60 FPS. In some cases the frame rate will drop down to about 40 FPS, but overall the actions remain pretty fluid. And then you also have the Liquid Cool Tech 4.0, which helps the Poco X7 Pro from overheating. This phone also comes with a game mode with a balance and a wild boost mode, and then you can change the performance settings to either frame rate priority or picture priority, and then you have a custom mode as well. The Game Turbo has all of the normal shenanigans like a voice changer. You can open up apps while you're playing, you can take screenshots and screen record, and a lot more. Alright, up to the camera. And as I mentioned, we have a dual camera setup with a 50 megapixel main camera with OIS and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. And on the front, we have a 20 megapixel selfie cam. Now, on the main camera, you can shoot videos in 4K and 60 FPS, whereas on the front camera, you can only shoot videos in 1080p and 30 FPS. This phone also comes with a whole lot of camera modes, like there's a portrait mode with 2 different zoom options, you can change the depth of field, and there is a face retouch feature. You have a pro and a night mode, slow motion, or even dual video. Now, when it comes to the pictures, I think these ones are just great. It doesn't matter if you take pictures with the ultra wide or the normal camera. Both of them are just great with lots of details, nice colors, and just the shadows are a little bit much on some pictures. I do have to say that you will get very contrasty pictures with this one, which I like a lot, but I know some people don't like them as much. The 2 and 3x zoom, this one is great. You can get some very nice close-up shots like this, for example if you want to take some pictures of your flowers or some cats. Just the selfie camera isn't the best one. With this one you will get some very dark pictures with dark shadows, and the detail level is just okayish, but you do get a nice background blur which you can adjust if you want to. But overall I would say that this one is one of the best cameras that you can get for under 400 euros.